Now, I'm sure you folks remember that this week, with a little interruption yesterday for that great guy from Zoe's. I'm sorry you missed him, Jen. He was terrific.
That's what I
They've
heard.
got great food. We're doing starving student standbys, things you can make in one pot. That's one pot.
And this one's a classic.
This is an absolute classic. I had a good friend when I was in school in New Haven who was married, had an apartment, and we'd all kick in usually on Saturdays, and his wife would make this casserole because this is the only thing she knew how to cook.
Well, it works.
It works. In the pot, I've got a pound of ground beef that I have cooked, drained. If there's any grease there, that'll depend on the quality of the beef you get. Put a small onion and half of a sort of medium-sized bell pepper in there. Let it cook. The onion's translucent. Now, this is a small can of whole kernel corn and a whole small can of peas. And when you look at the recipe, you will note that I say that both of these are optional. Put in it what you've got.
Or whatever you like.
Or whatever you like.
Right.
Absolutely. That was some tomato sauce, an 8-ounce can. You notice that we measure this very carefully. And now I do something that serious cooks, Jan, look at and say, you can't do that.
Well, I'll probably let you do it.
Well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to now add a cup and 3/4 of water to that. And you say, well, that's going to be dull. Are you making soup? No, I'm not. Because once that comes to a boil again, I'm going to add to it a cup of uncooked macaroni. Remember, we got to hold it to one pot.
Right.
There is no cooked up macaroni according to package directions and blah, blah, blah.
That's just extra dishes.
That's an extra pot.
That's right.
That, and since you probably have to wash those pots in the bathtub if you're, or in the shower, I forgot, that's more modern.
It was a sink at our dorm.
Oh, your dorm had a sink?
We had a sink.
That ain't nothing but class. And remember, I say this can be done on a hot plate. I've already had the call from UT saying, you know, we don't allow hot plates in the dorm, and I said, yeah. Remember, I worked there for a long time. But at any rate, that comes to a boil. I add the macaroni. I let it cook, 6 or 7 minutes till the macaroni's cooked. Don't cook it to death.
No, you don't want it to be mush.
I do not want mush. I want it, you remember our friend Al?
Yes. Yes.
You knew him too, Al Dente. Ha ha ha. I'm sorry. And then when that's done, add to it some cheese. For this, I use a Velveeta style cheese.
Now, would you swap that out?
Yeah, you can use cheddar if you'd like. You can do what you like with it. But when I was a starving student standby, we used it because that was cheaper.
Than real cheese.
Look at that. Look at that centerpiece. I just want to tell you that once again proves the variety you can get in the Food City Floral Department. Whatever they've got is nice. How's that for an endorsement? Look at this. This is a great big dish full of food. You can have the folks in the next dormitory room. You can make this and take it to a church supper.